Hi guys, my name is Dylan and today we are back to another new project analysis. Yay! Back by popular demand. Thank you. So a lot of you actually DM me, email me as well on certain projects, whether is it good to buy or not because of the last episode of Samurai Cochrane. I do appreciate, but then sometimes you must let me know your intention first, what is your budget and your price as well, the brochures. Let me know in a more thorough details so I can advise further. Because if you just ask me, is this project good or not? I cannot tell you that because it's not fair to the project and to yourself as well. So for those of y'all who is first time watching me, my name is Dylan and I've been in the router scene for 6 years now and still running. Personally, I am not just someone who sells, I'm someone who buys as well. Sometimes I don't sell the projects that I review, but it's okay. Most importantly, you all know whether is it suitable for you or not. And for this project, right, I rushed it out until 2 AM yesterday night just for y'all. If you want to support me, right, do like, share and subscribe this channel and this video. Share it to your friends, to your potential investors and everything. Huh? You want to support me even more? Can. Follow my Instagram over here. Thank you. Okay, so without further ado, let's start today's episode. It will be called Lumio by the Atera or Lumio in the Atera. Basically, it's phase 2. Back then when I was in the previous agency, my company had this project, but I didn't actively sell or promote this project because I don't really like PJ. You know, jam already.
Just now 2 PM when he went over to Mega Rice, he already sulking one time.
Yeah, but jam. PJ very jam. People keep saying no jam. Wait till they go to Damansara Link. Wait till they go to Damansara Link, the Eastin there. But this part of PJ is something that is very interesting because it's the nearer site to Bangsa South, to KL, to Mid Valley, which personally I invest in as well. So those of you who know, I bought a project in Bangsa South and it capital appreciated by 6 figures. So this is something that I would look at, but the reason that I don't look at is because of the micro surrounding, and later we will be talking about it. Without further ado, let's start first. So the completion of this phase 2 will be in 2028 Q4, assuming 2029. Total units 788 and the land size is 2.31 acres. Now, hold your horses. This is a mixed development, so you have 3 towers and then there are some retail lots down there. So the phase 1 that last time people buy, it's 5.3 acres, 600 plus unit, 4 retails and etc. Currently we're at phase 2 and then moving forward there will be a phase 3. Now, there is something I don't really like here is phase 1, which is tower 1 and tower 2, shares the same exact layout. This is something that I don't really fancy in. If everything is just based on the pricing, it's cheaper for phase 1, then phase 2 people don't need to buy really. I would prefer the developer actually to change some layout, but it's already fixed. So this is my own opinion. And then for phase 3, right, it's the whole building, it will be an affordable housing, if not mistaken. Alright, so for phase 1 and phase 2, inside each floor, you have 2 units, which is SAM unit. And this is a leasehold property. Boo, leasehold. Don't be crazy lah. Leasehold also very good one, okay? Can earn money one. We will be dissecting whether the selling points by the agent or developer, is it agent talking you or is it really true? Their main selling point will be 400 meters to Asia Jaya LRT. So looking from the map, you can see, okay, it's walkable, 450 meters with covered walkway. The brochure says 400. It's acceptable within the range, okay? Next, service apartment up to 4 rooms, 3 baths. This is something very interesting because in today's market, right, it's very difficult to find something as big as this. So I'll be very interested to look at this. Semi-furnished, okay, multi-tier, blah, 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 okay. Now, back to the very important part. You have to look at the facility plan that has the unit mix in it. Okay, so you can see whether which spacing is nice and which is not. So first things first, when you see a facility plan that has a basketball court, right, immediately you can tell it's a 10 out of 10 project. No lah, just kidding. Personally, I like basketball court, okay. There is a pool, there's badminton court, and some garden over here. So everything seems okay. And this one is the tower 1. So currently we are doing tower 2, and this is tower 3. And if there is agent that tell you,
oh, mister, you must choose this facing. This facing has a very nice view.
Immediately walk out of the showroom. There is no nice view here. Every day you go in, just close the curtain because the surrounding site location, you can see, it's all industrial. Don't tell me there is nice viewing here. You buy because of the convenience and location. In my opinion, there is no nice view here, right? You just zoom out also. It's all industrial. What if the industrial lot, same as this part of land, suddenly want to build one new condo? But a rule of thumb, if you want to know whether which view is the nicest, just follow the biggest units view. That will normally be the nicest because you pay the premium already. In any development, 2 rooms and below, it will be considered as investment. 3 rooms and above, it will be considered as own stay. So over here, right, if you can see, I did a 1 bed, 1 bath here, 559 square feet. This is a SAM unit, so it can only be for own stay. And for those buggers who treat it as an investment unit, right, I have nothing to say about you all. Let's talk about type B first. 2 bed, 2 bath, 775 square feet. Actually, it's a very, very nice layout. But if you all look at it, right, 512 units, which is 65% of the whole development. And this is something very concerning. In PJ, from what I know, it's always very own stay basis. And if you have such high unit mix of investment one, right, I think it's very scary. But of course, you'll be saying,
oh, for 2-bedder, you know, some small families, they can stay in or what?
no matter how, you will always upgrade. You must aim for upgraders as well if you want to earn money in property. Okay, you cannot just look at rental rates. Rental rates, at the end of the day, it will die down because of it being old, a lack of maintenance, or just not as updated. Not many people, when they rent houses, they want super old, unless you're in like Bangsa or Mont Kiara, where the layouts last time are much nicer. 3 rooms, 2 bath, 1022 square feet, okay, and then the 4 rooms, 3 bath, 1400 square feet, it's only 5%. Okay, so the whole building, initially it was supposed to be very own stay, but now looking at the unit mix, it's something like an investment unit. 775 square feet, 2 rooms, 2 bath. This is actually very, very nice. When you enter here, this is a very big kitchen, and if you want to do heavy cooking, you can by just sealing it up here. Not too sure if you can do a wet kitchen here Take note, this one you don't have any balcony. The surrounding is all industrial. Why do you need a balcony? I would prefer it to extend out, just utilize the space for living room Master room and bedroom 2 facing each other. As long as you don't quarrel, it's okay. Okay, the price before rebate per square feet is 891 PSF. The whole building is 48 story, and I will take half of it, which is level 23 to 24. So it's around 920 ringgit for the mid floor. But this is before rebate After rebate, it will be you know Okay, this is for phase 2. So imagine if it's phase 1, right? It's even cheaper. So for those who bought phase 1, gang, very good pricing. Now, type C, 1022 square feet, 3 rooms, 2 bath. Upon entering, the kitchen much bigger, and then you can do heavy cooking. At the yard, maybe you have a very small balcony, around 5 feet to 6 feet, and then you have 3 bedroom as well. So they kind of utilize the space very well, which is something that I like about this layout. So the price is from 850 ringgit per square feet, and estimated price for the mid floor will be 892,000. All these are before discount. This layout is something that I am very interested in. So it's a 4 rooms, 3 bath, dual key. So upon entering, this is the studio that you can go in, and then the kitchen over here is perfect. It's so class, where you can have a dining table here, and then the kitchen is like 2 sides. This is dry kitchen, and the yard you can do. I can quite assure you the yard can be for heavy cooking but I'm not too sure if there's any window here, so do check with the relevant salesperson if there is window or not to do heavy cooking here. Living, dining, this is a very luxe layout in my opinion, very squarish. Okay, master room, bedroom 1, 2, 3, bedroom 2 and 3 all arranged on the side, which is very, very good. And you even have a storeroom. So this layout, okay, one thing to take note, this project, right, it's 20 units per floor. Of course, agents will be saying it's split into 2 wings, which is true in a way. But the unit, right, it has only 1 unit per floor. So this is something very, very rare and interesting. And in my opinion, if you have the budget, right, always try to go for this kind of bigger layouts to capital appreciate. Just in general first. The starting price for this per square feet is 842 ringgit, and the estimated price for the mid-level is 1.22 million. If you want to earn money in property, right, don't just talk about rental, talk about capital appreciation as well. Because rental, at the end of the day, it will deteriorate like I mentioned, and my checklist of capital appreciation will be within this 1 km radius. So you must look at shopping mall, office, education, medical center, public transport, and greeneries or pedestrian friendliness. Pusat pendidikan, meaning to say education center, all within 3 km, you have SMK Sri Aman, SMK Asunta, SMK LaSalle, German School, KL, blah blah blah, all. But all of these are within 3 km radius.
So for a lot of people will be saying, 3 km is okay, but you can drive.
Yes, but then if I can drive, I can also drive to Klang. I can also drive to Rawang, even though the distance is much further. So we want to look, is it walkable to all these locations? What I foresee is, moving forward, traffic will be more and more jammed. The one that is more convenient, the one that will appreciate in value, is always walking distance. You look at all the cities, right, that are developing, they always focus on pedestrian friendliness, not cars. Okay, the car era, they have passed already. But very funny, I do know there are 3 universities around the corner within 1 km, and I don't understand why the developer didn't mention about it. Let me show you. The Atera, okay? Let's check. The first one will be Brixfield, okay? For those who know Brixfield, it's studying law lah, basically. You see, walking distance is 850 meters, and they don't say about it. I help you to say. Very good on me. Next, I know is Saito University, okay, slightly further, 1.4 km. But it's still nearer than 3 km. Last is City University Malaysia. It's 400 meters and it's located at Hill. I mean, I'm shocked why the developer didn't put in this as a selling point. Next, let's talk about convenience, okay, kemudahan. Within 3 km, you can go to Jayawan, 6 km, you go to KL Gateway, Mid Valley, etc. But walking distance wise, there is no grocery stores that I can go to. And that's the reason why they have retail lots down there to actually solve this problem. Because the developer also know that this is one concern by a lot of home buyers. They are very lazy, even Grab is also expensive. So they want to just go downstairs and eat. So I believe the retail lots solve this thing. And then medication center, also within 3 km and 6 km, you can go to PPUM, you can go to Beacon, Asunta, and etc. Okay, so with that, I will just do a quick checklist to verify. So shopping mall within 1 km, no. Offices, you have a lot within walking distance, which is super good. Education, yes. Medical center, no. Public transport, definitely yes. You have LRT. Green and pedestrian friendly, no lah. Okay, aside from the covered way to LRT, but the surrounding, you don't have any greens. This is something that I think it's a no. Now, you want to calculate whether the Atera's pricing is good or not, right? You need to compare within the surrounding properties. And surrounding, there is no property that I can really compare with the same address and the same layout type. I don't want to compare within duplex, studios. All these are not true to value. So I will go further. The nearest one that I can think of first is PJ Midtown. PJ Midtown in total you have 758 units and the average pricing is going for 900 ringgit per square feet. So how do I know? I'll go to Brick. You go and check here, 937. Okay, this is the transactor price. But whether to know this is true or not, you have to go to Property Guru. Again, search by lowest per square feet. So lowest per square feet for this kind of unit is 750 ringgit. And then you search the highest, it will be 1056. So you take this amount, you divide by 2, the figure will be hovering around 900 ringgit each. So I'll take a ballpark figure of 900. Average rental here is 3 ringgit and 20 cents. 2 bedroom is 3,000 ringgit, 3 bedroom is 3,800 ringgit. So bear in mind that the size here is slightly bigger for the 2 bedroom. So the per square feet will be definitely lower. The smaller the size, the higher the PSF. This is a very norm thing. Completion year is in 2019. So now let's calculate the gap year. So what is a gap year? Basically it means the completion for PJ Midtown versus the completion for Lumio. Okay, we need to calculate the gap, whether is it true to value or not. So we are pricing 2% of inflation for every year. This is a ballpark figure. So 2% times by 900 ringgit per square feet, you'll get 18 ringgit. So 18 ringgit you times 10 years, which is 2019 to 2029, it will be 180 ringgit per square feet. So if you add back the selling price for the Atera, it should be 1,080 ringgit per square feet, you know. It's crazy, way. Which means they are selling below market value if you were to pack PJ Midtown against the Atera. But let's check the other project first. Ruby Sea Park. This is a freehold project, 406 unit only. Recently just VP. Again, let's do the same thing. Go to Bricks. There is one transaction only at 933 ringgit. Okay, so you go here, sort by lowest per square feet. Okay, again, if there's something like this, you know the market price, with such nice fitting furnishing, you tell me 670 ringgit per square feet, immediately tie my hand, close your eyes, go and buy. So this one, all this ignore. Something along lines like this, 913 ringgit per square feet. All of this seems okay. Then you go by the highest as well. The highest will be 1015. 1015, yeah. So if you take 1015 plus 900 ringgit, you divide by 2, it will be hovering around 900-ish. Okay, so this is the ballpark figure. It will go up and down lah. Okay, 930 ringgit per square feet. The average rental for a very new condo is 3 ringgit and 90 cents. 2 bed, 2.6k. 3 bed, 3.6k. Now the size here is a bit similar to the Atera, and the completion year is in 2024. So it's only 1 year from now. So now let's calculate the gap. Same formula times by 5 years, which is 2024 to 2029. It will be 93 ringgit, and then if you add it back into the selling price, it will be 1,023 ringgit. So which means based on these two already, you know that Atera is like very below market value. Seems like a good deal, huh? But let's check the last one first. So last one that I can think of is Raya and Miho. And the reason why I took Raya and Miho is because I do know that there are a lot of Chinese students from China renting in Ryan and Miho because of UN, right? So I do foresee the Atera to have the same kind of target tenant, because you have LRT some more. And the LRT line, it's Kelana Jaya line, where you can go to KLCC. So Ryan and Miho, in total, you have 1,084 units. Average price here is 830 ringgit. So let's check. So at Bricks here is 870 ringgit per square feet, okay, for transaction. But then you'll go to Property Guru again. So something like this is true, 730 ringgit per square feet, low floors, seems like a block view, bare unit as well. So the highest one will be 1,003, second will be 1,000. So for this is exceptionally high. I don't think this is true again. So you'll get the second one, which is 1,075. So 1,075 plus 700 ringgit each per square feet divided by 2, you'll be hovering around 830 to 40-ish. So this is around true to value as well. The average rental is 4 ringgit 30 cents. You see, when you have foreigners or foreign students coming in, right, the rental will be much higher. So 2 bedroom is 2.9k, 3 bedroom is 3.5k. Completion year in 2021. So now let's calculate the gap again. Using the same formula with 2% inflation, you times by 830 ringgit, and then you times with 8 years, you add it back, it will be 963 ringgit. Which means if you were to pack Ryan Miho versus the Atera, the price, it's also below market value. It's crazy, you know. The Atera, even the SPA price before discount, it's only around 890 ringgit per square feet. What more after discount? And what more if you were to buy phase 1? It's crazy, you know. It's crazy how below market value it is, you know. This is something that is, when you do this kind of studies, right, you will be shocked. You have to ask yourself a few questions. First things first is, with this micro surrounding, right, can you accept it? Okay, if you can accept it, and if you think the future buyer, they don't have any other choices, right, then you can buy this. Okay, because the location has its own pros and cons. Undeniably, it's nearer to KL, which is something that I like. But for the micro element, I don't really fancy. Buying every property, doing every business, right, you need to think about how to start first, but always think about how to exit first. This is always my philosophy. Second thing is, will upgraders think about this project? Like I said, for those who are staying in maybe affordable housing or maybe 1-bedder, 2-bedder, they want to upgrade to a better place. Is this the place that they will consider? Why yes and why no? You have to ask yourself this question. You have people that don't care about the surrounding, don't care about the view, they want convenience one. And that's the reason why I feel the 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom is like very, very good. To sum up, location-wise, I'll give 5 out of 10. I like the macro, I say many times, it's nearer to KL, but I don't like the micro surrounding. With that, I'll give 5 out of 10. Launching price, I think it's one of the best in the market, 8 out of 10. And the reason I only give 8 out of 10 is because the first phase is much cheaper. So this is something to take note as well. And then exit plan-wise, there are a lot of projects in PJ, sub-sales and everything, right? That is very interesting. So I don't think it's the easiest, and I will have concerns if I were to build my family in the Atera. But if it's for investment, I think it's okay. With that, I'll give 4 out of 10. So total score, 5.6 out of 10. Yay! So that's all for this episode, and if you want to know more about this project, do contact me as well. Or if you have projects that you want to buy, sell or rent, just email us or contact me through my WhatsApp, and I'll be there to try my best to attend to you, because sometimes I'm busy with other clients as well. So with that, thank you so much for watching the episode. So see you guys. Bye.